welcome back to Beware the Terrible. I hope you guys can hear the music, so I'm just gonna restart it. So today we have a new deck for you called our new deck today is called the Infernal Hunger, featuring our Morpeko, the Hangry Morpeko, and also the new Fusion Strike Hoopa V card with the two-faced ability and also Shadow Impact. 3 energy costs for only 3 energy costs for 170 damage, quite a lot, and you're hitting for double the type, so you're Psychic and Dark type. That means Ghost and Dark type, my bad. So you actually get to hit double the damage against Urshifu, against a lot of meta decks, against what's it called again? Dragapult VMAX and all of those meta decks. So we also get to use Morpeko, which is another Dark type, which allows you to do a lot of damage if you have multiple damage counters on your Morpeko. Explosive Discontent, very strong attack, 30x damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Spiritomb, the old Spiritomb card, is now revived with a single strike Morpeko. Only 50 HP though, so we need our Cape of Toughness. We need our Toughness boost from Abomasnow. We are playing 2 copies of this card in this deck. So two Snover and 2 single strike Abomasnow for this deck. And we also have 3 copies of our Hoopa and 3 copies of our main attacking Morpeko as well. So Hoopa, very good combo with our Morpeko. The reason these two are good in combo in pair with each other is because Shadow Impact allows you to put 3 damage counter on any one of your Pokemon. So you actually have to place damage counter on one of your Pokemon after doing damage with your Hoopa V. So we are trying to place damage counter on Morpeko through our attack and also through our old Cemetery. We have no Houndoom in this deck. We are not using Single Strike Roar. All we need to do is attach that single energy from our hand to Morpeko and we're good to go to attack. So all we need is another old Cemetery just to add those 2 extra damage counter to do slightly more damage. If we have 3 damage counter on Morpeko, then on our next turn, all we need to do is bring out Old Cemetery and do 150 damage to their VMAX. And 150 plus 170 is already enough to knock out 320 HP VMAXs. So that's the perfect match. 170 damage plus 150 Morpeko. 3 damage counter plus that 2 from Old Cemetery. If you actually still get to attack more times with Hoopa V, then go for it. Make sure you actually get to do a lot of times. Pile up enough damage counters on a lot of your Morpeko, because they can actually snipe and kill your Morpeko or boss or kill it on your bench. So make sure you spread those damage on your Morpeko just in case they do that, just in case they knock it out or knock out all of your Morpeko. If they do that though, they may not be able to kill your Hoopa V. Then Hoopa V gets to attack on your next turn, which is essentially the same thing because you're doing kind of the same damage with your Morpeko, maybe more if you are able to, pile up all of those damage counters on your Morpeko. If you have a Cape of Toughness, then you can actually, we only have 1 copy of Cape in this deck just because we are playing already our Abomasnow. So we don't need that much HP for our Morpeko just because we don't want to be, focus on high damage. We just want to do a 2-hit KO for this deck. So attack with Hoopa, then Morpeko. About 150 is actually enough, but sometimes you can actually do much more, 200 plus damage sometimes. So 200 damage is actually enough just to, supplement our Hoopa V. 170 damage is a lot. If they heal their Pokemon, then 200 plus damage is enough to knock it out. So we don't need a lot of damage. So this deck, we are also playing our Moltres to fast charge our Hoopa V. 3 energy cost attack, so we need to fast charge it with Elisa, Sparkle, and also 3 copies of Energy Switch in this deck. So we have Energy Switch, 2 Galarian Moltres, and 3 Energy Switch to charge up that extra 1 energy, plus Elisa, Sparkle, another extra energy. From our hand, we get 3 energy in a single turn, so that's why we are playing those cards. So we also have 3 copies of our Fusion Strike energy, which allows you to, it acts as any type of energy and also prevents all effects of your opponent's ability done to this Pokemon. So it's a special energy and it's also act as a Dark type energy. So you get space, you have the space to pay. We have the space to play Capture Energy for this deck. So we are playing 2 copies. And also a lot of quick balls, 4 quick balls, and yep, I'm pretty sure it's 2 copy, yep. 2 capture energy, 2 VIP passes, and 4 quick balls to summon our basic Pokemon. So we do need to summon our Snover fast in the game so that we get to evolve and save our Morpeko from being knocked out by their bench sniping Inteleons, bench sniping Dragapult VMAXs, and all of those things. So we do need to bring out Abomasnow as fast as possible before we're able to place Morpeko on the bench and start piling up damage counters on them with our Hoopa. So if they have an Inteleon and if they use Dragapult at the same time, then you can't hope to use Morpeko anymore. But if they play Dragapult though, they're going to be weak towards Dark type, so Hoopa is going to kill them. And if you play Morpeko, they're going to waste those 5 damage counters knocking out a 1 price card So maybe don't play that though. Maybe if they play a Dragon Ball VMAX, just use your Moltres and your Hoopa. So it really is just an additional one price attacker that actually do a lot of damage if they actually ignore it. If they ignore your Morpeko and target your V cards instead, then your Morpeko is gonna do more and more damage, and it's gonna be very bad for them because they're gonna have to knock it out for only one price card, and you're doing 200 plus damage for a single price card. So that's how crazy this card is. So we also have our escape rope, our regular switch cards, one escape rope, one switch, and two bird keepers to switch out to our main attacking Hoopa V. And we also have we actually have no air balloon in this deck, so we also have one hiding energy just to allow us to have free retreat, because Hoopa V is actually 2 energy retreat cost, and Moltres as well 2 energy retreat cost. Morpeko only 1, and Abomasnow is 3. And you can't actually switch this with anything other than your escape rope, switch, bird keeper, because it's not a dark type. So we have no air balloon in this deck. Air balloon doesn't work for Abomasnow, that's why I don't have it. So we only have our switch and escape rope to rely on, which we only have 1 copies of each. And we have 1 Alistair, 2 big. Our supporter cards are kind of regular supporter cards. We have a few discarding supporter cards just to allow us to use Moltres fast. So Moltres Different Wings, we need to do that before we are able to switch our energy to charge up Hoopa V. So we actually have 9 basic darkness energy, so it's not that difficult to discard it early on. It's not that difficult to have it in your hand early on because we don't actually have that many special energies. Quite a lot though, but quite a loose selection, quite a lot of different special energies. So you're very likely to draw out the same if you have a lot of copies of them. So we have a lot of similar copies of our basic energy, so we're definitely going to draw it much more likely than our special energies, in my opinion. So we also have 2 Marnies, 3 research, 2 Marnie, 1 Shauna, 1 Milo, and 1 Alistair for the draw, plus that 2 bird keeper for the switch and draw as well. 1 boss order to drag out any Pokemon that you need to target. If they switch and save their Pokemon on the bench, and hibernate with a crystal cave or something like that, then you can actually use a boss order, knock it out fast before they heal enough damage to destroy us. So we have 3 Morpeko, 3 Hoopa Vs, 2 of each Galarian, Moltres, Crobat, Snubber, and single strike Abomasnow. So that's all for the deck list. Let's go ahead for gameplay. So I'm monitoring the chat from both the so this deck is called Infernal. Let me just check. I'm just gonna filter it. Infernal Hunger. So this is expanded. I forgot to change it because I was completing my challenges just now. So Infernal Hunger, where is it? Yeah, I'm monitoring the chat from both Discord and YouTube. So if you guys want to say anything, just shout out at the Hoopa's Lair or on the YouTube chat. So the chat on the Discord is called Hoopa's Lair, because we are featuring a Hoopa V Morpeko combo today, so it's called Hoopa's Lair. So we got Hoopa as the active, that's great. We have to use a bird keeper though. So we're gonna get a Moltres right now. First turn Moltres, that's perfect. But we should be getting a Snubber as well. So we got a capture as well, that's perfect actually. We cannot use a bird keeper because it's our first turn, because we're going first. My god. So we're just gonna do this and that, and then just pass the turn. If you can though, make sure you use this at the right time. For example, if they play Path to the Peak, you actually need to use this stadium to be able to reactivate your abilities. You need your Dire Flame Wings to work, you need your Two-Face to work, and you also need your Dark Asset to work. So a lot of abilities that we're playing here, all of our V cards actually are relying on those abilities to work for the bonus effects. Crobat for the base effect, obviously. The only effect really, but we can also attack with Crobat because we have darkness energy in the deck, but we can't attach Fusion Strike energy to it, obviously. So bad thing about Fusion Strike energy is that, if you play other type Pokemon, you can't actually attach it to it, obviously. But we're playing dark types with that Elisa, just because Elisa helps you attack faster. That's probably the reason why I'm playing Fusion Strike energy in this deck. even though I have a lot of dark type Pokemons. So it doesn't seem like we have a choice but to use a Great Keeper. I'm just gonna compress the deck. So we're gonna Great Keeper to Moltres. You're playing a Quillfish deck. I think it's a single strike scroll of... I made a deck from that actually. A single strike scroll of something. Should we just put this one? Let's do this one, right? I don't know what to do now. So if we can retreat, we just need an energy switch or Elisa. We're probably not going to top deck Elisa. We got a research in our hand, so if we need an energy switch now. We have 3 copies of energy switch. Hi Boston. I like the deck idea. Good luck. Hoping it works. Thanks. Yeah, I hope it works too. I tried only 2 games. I don't want to try too many games because if you play too many games, they're just not gonna let you win anymore. So we are gonna use. Let's see if we have Elisa. If we have Elisa, okay, we may actually use it. Let's do it, right? Let's just do it. Because Moltres can just retrieve its energy. Yeah, let's do it. We don't need to draw more. We don't need any more cards in our hand. We just need energy later for Morpeko. So we got energy here and retreat Diaphragm Wings. So I forgot to mention the gear. We have 1 gear just to help us with Elisa, because we only have 3 copies of Elisa. Having 4 copies would be ridiculous because you know, Elisa doesn't do anything but attach that 1 energy. If you have only 1 Hoopa, it only attaches that 1 extra energy from your deck. If you have all 3 Fusion Strike energy in your hand, you can't use Elisa. That's the bad thing about Elisa. But you know, very unlikely to have all 3 in your hand. If you have 2, then maybe. But if you have 3, not that likely. Because it's the standard format. If you're playing Expanded, you need like all 4 copies. Expanded is a bit more difficult, if you ask me. Standard is a bit more, the chances, the luck is a bit more, it helps you a bit more because you are so confined in terms of choices that they have no choice but to help you with the luck. You know, playing 2 copies is enough. In Expanded, if you play 2 copies, both of them is going to end up in your prize card. You're not going to be able to evolve at all. You know, having 2 Snubbers in your prize, you can't even use that Abomasnow. So we're gonna Diaphragm Wings again. I wonder what they're playing though, because they're attaching Psychic Energy. That's quite weird. Maybe a Jirachi as well. I built that deck, by the way. A single strike Quillfish with the scroll of Fang Dragon. Single strike scroll of the Fang Dragon. Plus your Jirachi Amazing Star, Breath of Life. Amazing Star to attach 7 energy to 2 Quillfishes. And then Super Strong Slash the next turn. If you guys want to check it out, just go to the channel and you'll see that deck there. So we're just gonna put another Hoopa because we can't really do anything else. We're just gonna do this. We got 100 HP on Morpeko. We're gonna just keep doing it. We don't need that much damage, but we're just gonna do it. Whatever. So this reminds me of Thunderous. Oh, I don't know what that is. Poison Point. Why didn't Poison Point work? Oh, Fusion Strike Energy. That's so cool. Abilities. Prevent all effect of abilities. That's so cool. Inteleon doesn't work. Bloody Inteleon. MFing Inteleon doesn't work. Dragapult works though. Max Phantom works. And Zigzagoon doesn't work. Your Beneath, Vivid Voltage Beneath doesn't work. Curse of Devolution. Obviously it's not evolving though. There's no Hoopa VMAX. But there is a Mew VMAX though. Mew VMAX, you can't devolve a Mew VMAX. Sorry, we are using a special energy effect. So they're using Zacian as well. Oh, the Evoltal deck. The Evoltal deck. Psychic, Dark, Fire, right? Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. But they're pulling like 3 Psychic energies, no Fire and Dark. 2 Psychic actually. Because they searched their deck for that one. So we're gonna boss order something. 170 is actually not enough. We're just gonna kill the Exernia. Should we do that? Because they're not doing enough damage anyways, right? We're just gonna do that. We're gonna attach to this one, right? If they kill a Abomasnow, it's a double knockout. Oh well. We're just gonna do it. We should actually retreat to Morpeko and kill it, right? Because we can actually retrieve energy and energy switch as well. We should have just placed it on Abomasnow. Oh well. That's the bad thing about Hoopa, is that after after having enough damage counter on Morpeko, you have to actually spread it on other Pokemon. It's kind of like Dragonite V, very stupid thing. It's quite annoying. After you've done all of your Dragonite with Meowstic is quite interesting because you get the transfer, but you only transfer 1 damage counter for each Meowstic. Even if you have 4 Meowstic in your bench, you can't transfer fast enough because you are doing 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon with Dragon Gale. Hoopa, yeah, Hoopa is very cool. I love it too. Because it's not that expensive. It's very cheap, and it's totally anti-meta. It's totally a meta killing machine because it's a double type, the perfect double type. You know, it's not like normal type and grass type or something like that. It's psychic and dark, the perfect duo. If they play fairy type though, we can't actually hit for double the weakness. But there are a lot of ghost types, Shadow Rider, Killrace VMAX, a lot of fighting types, and what else is scared of psychic? I'm pretty sure there is something else scared of psychic, fairy. I think it's only fighting for now, I don't know. So we're just gonna attach one to this one, I suppose. Elisa. Should we do an Elisa? I don't know what to do really. Let's just do Elisa. We don't really need to do anything, right? This is quite sad. Let's just do both because we only have 1 Fusion Strike energy in the this one. Yep. I actually clicked 1. Okay, let's just put on Crobat because they can't actually snipe our Pokemon. 17 in a row win streak with my Muk GX. This Muk for more damage. Hoopa to lock them. Hoopa, yeah, Mewtwo Mew is afraid of Psychic type, Ghost type, my bad. And Muk, Alolan Muk and Muk GX. I forgot what that does. Raw damage, 120 damage I think, and it heals poison absorption. I really like the GX attack though. I can't remember, Nasty Goo Mix. Yeah, Nasty Goo Mix. Oh my goodness, I love that so much. 15 damage counter poison. That's crazy. Kills any GX in two turns. If they are paralyzed, they can't do anything. If they can't switch, if they don't get switch in time, if they don't have switch cards in their deck, they're done for. And during Sun and Moon, there are no Bird Keepers, so they need a lot of switch cards. Item switch is the only way. So they can actually kill something right now. We're just gonna kill, how many can they do actually? 210. So I think we're just gonna sacrifice Crobat. Let's just do Crobat. Because they're killing something, right? And then we get to kill with Morpeko if they don't boss order us. They're probably gonna boss order though, they just need 2 damage counters. If they discard our energy, we need to attach through an energy switch. We need energy switch from Moltres. So we got to knock it out with 1 hit because we have 8 damage counter on it already. We cannot attach energy. So we're just gonna use Milo. So reverse attachment prevents the damage counter from old cemetery because we're not playing, we are actually not playing. We should have actually attached the Cape of the... You can actually attach Cape to other Pokemons, so you don't actually need to attach to Morpeko if you already can do enough damage, if you don't need that high damage. Because if you have 150 HP, you can do like 300 plus damage if you have enough turns, if they give you enough turns, and enough freedom to place those damage counters, if they don't use Inteleon, quick shooting, stuff like that. Hypnotoxic Laser and Survivor. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, Survivor. Survivor is mad. Survivor, a basic Pokemon. The old Toxicroak deck. Sorry, the old Toxicroak card. So Toxicroak stage 1, but it adds 2 more damage counter though. Sorry, 2 more damage counter for poison. Can you imagine in Expanded, you can play a Skyfield, Survivor, Toxicroak. That's crazy. Expanded is crazy. But for some reason, Ultra Necrozma is still hogging the Expanded format. I can't stand Ultra Necrozma. It's a 1 prize. Like, it's a 1 prize and they can just keep playing that every game. It's just so annoying. That's one of the reason that I quit Expanded is because of Ultra Necrozma. There is nothing you can do about it. Faba is the only way. That I traded for 4 Fabas. I like gave up a lot of tag team GXs. I throw out so many packs just to get that Faba, just to destroy Ultra Necrozma. Faba is the only way really. To put those tool cards and stadium cards in the lost zone. So if it's lost in the lost zone, they can't they can't do anything. They can't use Garbodor's ability. They can't use the stadium card. They can't attack with Ultra Necrozma, but they can do a lot of things though. It's crazy. You need so many Fabas, and Faba only put 1 card at the lost zone, so it's not enough really. So they're playing Single Strike as well. They may be playing a Morpeko too. First turn win with Hypnotoxic Laser. Oh yeah. Yeah, because you don't actually need Nasty Goo Mix, right? Because... That's interesting though. You could play the first raid with all of those survivors. First raid, Survivor, Hypnotoxic Laser. That would be the new Donk deck. So we're just gonna do this one. Okay, we got nothing. This is really bad. Our hand is just really shit. That's the worst hand ever. Shauna and nothing else. We're just gonna use this one. Okay, we got a Hoopa. That's good. We just need Elisa the next turn and we're good to go. We're just gonna keep it in the active spot because they can actually kill us, can they? I don't think so, right? I don't think they can cause us to go to sleep though. Oh, they can't kill Morpeko. Oh, they can if they have a single strike energy. If they have a single strike energy, they can actually knock it out. Oh well. Donk is crazy. Like, it's the fastest way to collect your rewards. Because if your opponent can't do anything, they're definitely gonna concede fast. It's, you know, it's for the best for both players really. Because otherwise you're just wasting time for both players. But sometimes if I'm up against a Donk, I just can't stand it and I just, you know, to spite them, just to spite them, I drag the game out, force them to play all of their cards, just to waste their time, because you're not supposed to. Not all the time, you know. You can't win with a donk all the time. Sometimes maybe, but all the time, no way. So they just destroyed our perfect hand. Should we play Old Cemetery? Is it gonna help us? I think so, right? So we got energies. We got a Crobat as well. That's perfect. We just need a switch now. So let's hope we get Escape Rope Switch. Switch is better because we want to be killing Gengar already. Gengar can actually kill us the next turn. So if we don't get a switch, we're done for. If they boss order us, we are dead. 250, 270 damage. At least we got our Abomasnow for higher HP Morpeko. So if they have they need 2 energy to be able to knock it out. If they have a Houndoom, they can do it. Without a Houndoom, they can't though. So people play Hoopa with Eternatus. Eternatus VMAX, very famous. Hoopa with Eternatus is very famous. But it doesn't do much if you ask me. It's just that extra 1 type, that's it. Like, it doesn't really do much. Same goes for this deck though. It doesn't really do, you're only relying on that extra 3 damage counter. But we're doing double effect though, double type and the extra 3 damage counter. Whereas for Eternatus, they are doing double effect as well, doing extra 30 damage for each Hoopa on their bench, using Eternatus to attack. So we need that switch card. It's so annoying. This is so annoying. We're just gonna do, they actually didn't knock us, they chose not to knock us out. I think they didn't notice the Abomasnow, because they probably would have knocked us out. Oh, they don't want to damage their, because they are putting 3 damage counters. They have to put 3 damage counter if they use Pain Explosion. So we got Bird Keeper of all things. Dang it. At least that's annoying. Because if we flip the heads just now, we can actually attack with Morpeko and actually almost kill the Gengar. That's ridiculous. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Gengar is crazy. So they got their first prize. If they can't use a boss order now because they use a Marnie. So thank god for that. We're safe for 2 turns. They saved us with Marnie. They didn't save us, but they didn't kill us either. Because all they need is a boss order. They're playing Entei. Wow. 10 more damage for each damage counter on all of your bench single strike Pokemon. So they are trying to tank as much damage. So that's perfect though, because you're doing damage to your Gengar with your single strike roar and Pain Explosion. Pain Explosion actually damages yourself. I don't think they're playing a VMAX. Yeah, I don't think they're playing a VMAX. 220. 210. They need 1 more single strike energy. So we can't attack with Moltres. So we're just gonna retreat with this one, right? gonna retreat with this one. Should we try and get Old Cemetery first? Let's just do as much as we can. We're gonna get another Hoopa. And discard Abomasnow. Fetch to Morpeko. We should actually use a switch first, right? Let's just do it. Dire Flame Wings. Yeah, I don't think we can win this game. We're not doing enough damage. They are doing way more damage than we are. We just need one more single strike energy. They just need Entei really. So we're doing a 2-hit knockout strategy. Choose a card to discard. 2-hit knockout is not enough because even for a V card, we can't do enough damage. They can actually knock out a V Pokemon. Pain Explosion is enough. They just need a few single strike energies. So here comes Entei. They're gonna switch now. They're gonna retreat actually because they have 2 hiding energies. That's madness. Entei is doing how much damage is that? 230 damage. Oh, 10x. So no base damage. So that's 210 damage. 230. Oh, single strike energy. Right. Forgot about single strike. Okay. We're just gonna kill Gengar, I suppose. Should we kill? We have to kill Gengar, right? So the other Gengar is gonna kill us, but we really have no choice but to do it. We should be using Morpeko, right? Yeah, let's just use Morpeko to knock out that Gengar. And then Moltres this one. I don't really see us winning this game anymore because it's way too difficult. We're gonna switch to Morpeko and then attack with Morpeko. We're just gonna... I don't know if I want to use that Tower of Darkness because we have no more Morpeko in the deck. We have no rescue as well. Rescue carrier. And they just force us to discard something. Thank God we had a Battle VIP pass in our hand. So I suppose those VIP passes and your cross receiver, cross switcher, they are actually good for something. Because if you can't play it throughout the entire game, if you are not able to play it, because sometimes cross receiver you don't get both of them, you need both copies to be able to play it in your hand. So if you don't have 2 copies, you can't play it. But if you have only 1, you get to use it you get to discard it freely. If they play Spirit Mask or stuff like that. Cram-O-Matic as well. Cram-O-Matic is not really that good. Because you have to discard an item and you have to flip a coin as well. Flipping a coin is just ridiculous. You can search for any card though. That's quite cool. So it's the new Order Pad. Order Pad only allows you to search for item card though. So Order Pad, Cram-O-Matic is kind of the same, but Cram-O-Matic is quite much more stronger, except you have to flip a coin and discard an item card. So you may even need to discard a switch or escape rope from your hand because you have no other, because you have to discard it from your hand. So whatever you have at your hand at the moment has to be discarded. So we are retreating. Obviously they can't target our bench, so they're gonna need to knock it out with a boss order. We're just gonna escape rope this time. Should we just kill the Entei or escape rope? They're using Abomasnow. That's crazy. 260 HP. I suppose that's why it's so difficult to knock out Gengar. Cape of Toughness, Abomasnow, and Entei. But it's weak towards fighting type though. It would be better if they play Duraludon. And also they're placing 3 damage counters, so I suppose that's why they're playing Entei. So let's just do this one. Should we get another Moltres? We don't really have the space for anything. I don't think, yeah, we can't really win anymore. We can't do it. We really can't do it. So, should we just draw something? Escape rope? They're just gonna kill off Houndoom, right? They don't need Houndoom anymore. They're not doing a lot of damage with Entei though, not yet. I don't think we're using escape rope. Let's just do Moltres. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Okay, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna do this. There's no way we're winning this game. There's just no way. Because they just played the perfect combo. The perfect match against us. The perfect match is a high HP deck, low price card, high HP. And they just killed Morpeko. That's it. That's the end for us, because we need a lot of damage counters on it. And they just need one knockout now. We need our Cape of Toughness on Hoopa. If we don't have it, we can't do it. So we're just gonna do Hoopa. We can't really do anything else. We've got no choice but to do a Hoopa. We're just gonna compress our deck by attaching that one card. And then attach this here, I suppose. So they can just bench. If they bench another Entei, they can actually retreat very easily. So bench an Entei, retreat with hiding, and then attack with single strike roar. Yeah, that's crazy. Pain explosion, doing a lot of damage for a V card. So let's go for another game. You traded your Mew VMAX. That's so cool. You got a Mew VMAX. I got a Mew VMAX as well, but mine is locked. I bought it from the store. I bought it from the online store, so I can't trade it. But it's really interesting that you got to trade it for 50 packs. It's madness. So let's just keep that in our hand. Yeah, you should really build a deck, because Fusion Strike is quite powerful. You get to use Latios, 210 damage, but you have to discard 2 energy from your Mew though. So I think it's kind of better just to play... You can use Melanie though, but it's kind of the same as Ice Rider. So Ice Rider, discard 2 energy for 250 is actually much more than your Latios. But you get to play Power Tablet though. Power Tablet is not really enough sometimes. Toxtricity as well. Power Tablet, Toxtricity. Mew VMAX, Latios. Latias, Dyna Barrier as well, quite interesting. So let's just put this one. We don't have any electric or dragon type Pokemon in our deck, so we're just gonna put Snubber. We're gonna get our Snubber. Should we just use a research? I'm gonna use a research because we need to discard darkness energy, right? And we got no Elisa. We have to use Quick Ball now because we need Moltres. Should we get a Crobat though? Let's just discard whatever. They're gonna use item lock anyways. just gonna discard our second quick ball. Because we already have an energy. So we're gonna transfer it now to Hoopa and then attack the next turn. Faustion, thanks for joining us. Yeah, have a good night and we'll see you on the next video then. Thanks for joining us today and we'll see you next time. So we're just gonna attach, let's just attach to this one. And Marnie. We can't actually use quick ball. Oh well. So 190 is enough to kill us. Yeah, the bad thing about Hoopa is only 220 HP. Oh well. They're gonna kill us now, but we get to use our quick ball for Crobat at least. So here comes another Vikavolt. Disconnect Pikachu as well to do damage, 150 damage plus item lock. That's quite crazy. We're gonna attack with Morpeko because you can't actually do enough damage for the knockout. 90 damage is enough. With or without a cape, they're done for. 90 is actually exactly enough if they have a cape. So we're gonna play a Crobat just to be safe. And then Milo, I suppose. Should we just play a Shauna? I don't know what to play. Let's just discard Alistair. So this is bad. No energy cards. We got an energy switch though. We're gonna do this one. Should we keep up toughness that one though? I really don't think we should. So we're gonna Milo something, right? Let's hope we top deck support a card with Milo because we need everything. We need Boss Order as well. Okay, we got nothing. That's very bad. Got energy though. Should we use Old Cemetery? Let's just transfer right now. Transfer now and then Old Cemetery later, I suppose. Yeah, let's just do it. And then keep up toughness to Hoopa or Morpeko. I don't think Morpeko is surviving the next turn. Because they can just use the other one. The other attack, Super Zep Cannon. They're probably gonna do that, right? So we're just gonna attach to Hoopa. And then Explosive Discontent. So they can actually attack with Tapu Koko if they have another Flaffy. They need to discard 2 energies though and do a switch as well. So we're gonna Bird Keeper. If we can We need a Elisa though. We need way too many energy cards. We need 2 more energy cards. So Raihan could actually be better than Elisa sometimes, because you get to search for that extra 1 card, since you only get to attach to 1 fusion strike with this deck. We're not playing that many Hoopas, so we're gonna just retreat to... Let's just do this one, right? Yeah, let's just do it. So we're gonna attach to this one. And then... Oh, it's actually a psychic type, so Old Cemetery doesn't hurt it. Old Cemetery doesn't hurt Hoopa, because you are a ghost type. Hoopa is a ghost type. So no more Birdkeeper, switch Escape Rope as well. So all of our switch cards is now at the bottom. We need to shuffle our deck with Elisa or something. For Elisa though, we don't need any more. Don't need much really. So 100 HP for Morpeko. They can't knock us out. That's perfect because we have a Bomber Snow. That's so good. So now we're just gonna keep Morpeko, I think. We're gonna keep Morpeko. Should we do that though? If we keep it, we can't actually... We have energy switch though, right? We can't attach to Morpeko. We need to switch, we need to energy switch. Because if we attach without Cape of Toughness, it actually gets, what do you call that? We can't actually switch it right now. Or we can't use item card, right? If we attach from our hand, it gets knocked out by Old Cemetery. Unless they play a Stormy Mountain to replace that. To displace our Stadium card. So we knocked out another V, throwing another 2 prize cards. We just need another 1 final knockout. And if they don't knock out Morpeko, we can actually knock it out the next turn. All we just need to attach an energy from our hand, and we can actually knock it out by retreating to the other Morpeko. So they need actually bench sniping. If they can bench snipe, then that's probably the only way to go against our Morpeko deck, because we're piling up damage counters on our bench Pokemon. So now we just need to retreat to this one and kill it. We can actually do this one as well. Can do so much. And we get to Explosive Discontent for the knockout. 240 damage, raw damage, no single strike energy. We're only relying on Shadow Impact to place damage counter on our Morpeko, doing a max of 240 damage. We can even do more if we have a Cape of Toughness on it. But sometimes you may need to attach Cape of Toughness to your other Pokemon if you want your Hoopa V to survive a bit longer. If you want your Moltres to survive 1 hit. Moltres doesn't survive much because it actually has to damage itself with Aura Burn. Aura Burn, you have to hurt yourself after attacking with Aura Burn, even though it does 190 damage. Way much more than your Hoopa. You have to damage yourself. Hoopa, you have to damage 1 of your Pokemon. So we are putting Moltres, I think. Let's just do Moltres, because we can actually attack with it if we don't get our switch card. So we're gonna put 1 here. So we're playing Zamazenta. Sorry guys, I'm just reconnecting my Discord. So we're attaching energy. We're using Alistair first. And let's just discard this one. I'm pretty sure Crobat can get us something, right? I don't even know. One, two, three, four. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't use Crobat. We can't do anything. That's horrible. Yeah, Alistair was a wrong move, I suppose. Because now we're stuck with nothing. Our hand is bad. So I have to reconnect to my Discord and reconnect to now. Nobody uses Discord apparently. You have to use a research. Yep. I've got no choice but to use a research. That's quite horrible. Because we're discarding so many cards that we need. But we got Energy Switch and quite a lot of cards that we get to use right now. So we're just gonna attack with Moltres. We're not gonna use Energy Switch yet. We got no more Crobat, that's ridiculous. We're just gonna get a Snubber. We actually got what's it called again? Capture for another basic. So we're just gonna capture another Morpeko, I suppose. And then Diaphragm Wings, and we get to attack now. We get to evolve and save, not save, but extend the lifespan of both Morpekos by 50 HP. And we draw one place card. So it's a Zacian Zamazenta deck. We discarded Elisa, that's horrible. We just need an Elisa right now. Okay, we couldn't do it because we have no Elisa. But we can retreat though. I think we're gonna do it. We're just gonna retreat. And then Moltres again. Sounds stupid, but I don't want to waste any turns not attacking. Because we can actually kill the Zamazenta quite easily. They can kill us the next turn though, that's bad. Yeah, I forgot about Aura Burn, because they can use two metal. All they need is one Metal Saucer because they got a Bronzong. So if they play a Metal Saucer, we're done for. Because 3 energy for 130. 130 is quite a lot. We should have gotten another. Yeah, we should have gotten Moltres just now instead of Morpeko. Because all they need is a Bronzong Metal Saucer now. Okay, it looks like they're not doing it though. If they don't have a Bronzong Metal Saucer, they can't do it. Oh my goodness. Please no Metal Saucer, please. Oh dear. Okay, it's transferring to Zacian. I think they're attacking with Zacian. Not this turn though, please, not this turn. Okay, thank God. Okay, we should have just saved our Hoopa just now. Oh well. Let's just evolve. I forgot to evolve just now on our last turn. So, this card's still empty. The YouTube chat's empty as well. So we got our Cape of Toughness. We got no Elisa. Still no Elisa, no Energy Switch. I think we used up 2 already. Yep. 230. We're just gonna attach Kate to Hoopa. And then might as well just Diaphragm Wings. Because we have no Raihan. Might as well just do it. So here comes Zacian V Union. With the Master, not the Master Blade, the Crown Jewel, Blade of the Crown Jewel, Dance of the Crown Jewel. Sorry, Dance of the Crown Sword. But it's the effect is on the defending Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it says that. So dealing your opponent next turn, the defending Pokemon's attacks do it. Yep, our defending Pokemon is knocked out, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We need to use Birdkeeper because we just discarded 2 Crobats from our hand. That's ridiculous. We should have discarded more cards with Alistair just now. That would, our first turn we should have just. So make sure if you have a lot of Crobats in your first turn, discard 3 cards from your hand with Alistair. Our only hope is if we get a Moltres, if we get our last energy switch. That's our only hope. So we're gonna do it, right? We're gonna get Moltres. We're gonna compress our deck. We're just gonna discard the Hoopa because we actually have another one in the deck. Should we do it though? Let's just put this one just in case. Nah, let's just not, because they can boss or knock us out. They can use Master Blade the next turn, so that's quite crazy. We just need 3 prize cards though, so if they use Master Blade, they're done for. If we attack this turn, I don't think we can attack this turn, so I'm just gonna play it safe and use Birdkeeper. If they boss orders, we're done for, but I don't think they have that many boss orders playing a Burnett. Let's just Birdkeeper. Let's just keep it safe. I think I forgot to use Dire Flame Wings. Oh my goodness. Pretty sure I did though. Okay, that's good, that's good. So they need 3 more prize cards. We just need our boss order to knock out the V Union if they don't heal it in time. So 170 is actually not. We need Moltres now. We need to use Shadow Impact Moltres to knock it out. Because they're healing 30 damage with Crystal Cave. We just need the boss order at the right time. So we're getting Morpeko. I think we're getting a Hoopa. Let's just get 1 of each. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just gonna put everything there. And then research. We just need an energy now. Okay, we got an energy. We're gonna put our special energy here. Should we do that? Let's just do it, right? We're gonna displace that one. And then Shadow Impact. 3 damage counter on Morpeko. We got no boss order though, that's bad. We just need that 1 boss order. They can't knock us out with a Zacian though, because we have a cape. They need a tool jammer, tool scrapper. So let's hope they don't do it. If they knock us out with Master Blade, they're gone, because we have our Moltres waiting in the winds. They need their metal, their crushing hammers and stuff. Boss order is not gonna help them. Oh, it could help them though. Boss order and Brave Blade. Boss order, Brave Blade could help them. So let's hope they don't get a boss order. Escape Rope even. Escape Rope is gonna kill us. Because they just need 3 more prize cards. Okay, I think they lost the game. They're counting on us to not read it carefully, because we're doing 150 less damage, so make sure you read everything carefully. And now we actually get to attack with Moltres. We can actually attach energy to Morpeko as well. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna attack with Aura Burn because it's doing the highest damage. That's only doing 150, so not enough. So we got our final 3 prize card, knocking out a Zacian V Union for the win. That's so cool. We win Zacian with a Hoopa Morpeko deck. Infernal Hunger is doing perfectly. So let's go for another game. It's 1 hour already, so I'm gonna go for a last game. This is our last one. I'm quite tired already, to be honest. Yes or no? We have to go first because we don't really need to evolve, but we need to attach energy. Okay, we didn't get Hoopa, so there's no point attaching energy now. But we get to energy switch later if we get our Hoopa. We should actually be going second for this deck, because that way you get to they're playing Kyogre and Pikachu. That's so cool. Kyogre, Pikachu VMAX. So probably experience share Raihan for Kyogre, and then Pikachu VMAX do bench damage as well. So that's very cool in my opinion. Flaffy though, Flaffy is doing lightning energy. I'm not sure why they're playing Flaffy. Okay, Cryogonal. Evolution with Cryogonal is not good. It's just not smart. I was pretty confident that they were gonna attach energy a different way, because if you attach energy with your experience share and Raihan, that's actually enough to use Aqua Storm. So you don't need Cryogonal, you just need to attack with Pikachu VMAX with Melanie first, and then think about Kyogre later. So we're just gonna discard everything. We got a bad hand again. A really bad hand. And that VIP pass. Okay, I'm just gonna concede. Because we should have just gone second. If we'd gone second, we would have got our pass. So I think it's better to go second for this deck, because even though you evolve, you don't get to attach energy first. You still get to use your supporter card. You still get to use your VIP pass much easier. You can attach energy later, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna go second for this game. So we got this one. And if you have your energy switch and Elisa, you can actually attack on your first turn going second, if you are that lucky. Energy switch, we do have 3 copies of energy switch, 2 Moltres, a lot of ways of summoning Moltres, a lot of ways of switching out to Hoopa to the active spot. A lot of things you need to do though. You need to switch it to the active spot in a single turn, attach that extra energy by discarding one from your hand, and then reattaching with our energy switch, and then Fusion Strike energy with Elisa. A lot of things you need to do. So we're just gonna see what we can do. Okay, we got nothing. We're just gonna attach Fusion Strike and research here. So we get to use Diapersion. We are basically stalling. We should have attached a Darkness energy, because we could have used energy switch, but we can't attack still. We need 2 energy switch, and we can't actually. Yeah, we can't. There's no way we can attack this turn. So we're just gonna energy switch right now, because we have a Bird Keeper in hand. Let's hope they don't use a Marnie on us, because you never know if they are gonna pull out a Marnie. You really never know. We're just gonna put Snubber right now. And then, should we do a Crobat? Okay, they just conceded. Since we conceded on the last game, they conceded this game, I'm just gonna go for another one, because that was a bit too fast. The last 2 games were a bit too fast, so let's just go for one final one. This is the final match. The final showdown. Morpeko and Hoopa. So we got Hoopa, we got Morpeko, we got Quick Ball for Moltres, we got Elisa as well. We just need Energy Switch. Sometimes if you have a VIP pass, it's better to get another Hoopa because Elisa lets you attach to 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. We don't have any other Fusion Strike Pokemon in this deck, so sometimes you can only attach 1 energy from your deck. But we only have 3 Fusion Strike energy to spare anyway, so we can actually attack on the first. Oh, we're going second. We're going first, so we can't attack on the first turn. If we went second, we can actually attack now. Oh well. So we're gonna energy switch now, just in case they, just in case they Marnie us. They can still boss or stall us though. Crushing Hammer, VIP pass, and they're playing Rowlets, the city-wise. So our only hope is to use Morpeko to attack. Morpeko can do something though. They're playing other cards as well. That's quite weird. If they attack with the city-wide, we need something else to be able to do. So should we just use Elisa and Crobat? Let's just do that, because might as well just attach an extra energy if we can. Let's hope we get energy cards with Crobat. Okay, no energy, that's bad. Oh well, we basically just wasted that Elisa. Let's just get another, because we have Elisa in our hand. We're just gonna get, we have Moltres already, we're just gonna get our Hoopa. Oh, we actually need Snubber. I forgot about Snubber. Oh dear, we actually need Morpeko. So yeah, the citywide we need Morpeko. So should have put another Snubber. Put a Snubber first and then another Morpeko. They're playing Carnivine though. Carnivine, Rapid Strike, very weird card to be playing. Obviously it's a basic Pokemon, you can use your scrolls for it. So here comes the Decidueye. Where can they switch? Air Balloon. Okay, they haven't evolved yet though. That's great. So we just need, I wanted to use Elisa, but I think we need to use Marnie right now. We're just gonna use Marnie, right? We should be attaching energy to Morpeko, but I wanted to save the damage counter. We could actually do more damage counter with, if we have an old cemetery. So we're just gonna shuffle the deck because our energy cards is at the bottom now. Let's just keep that because we have already one in our hand. We're gonna put our Hoopa because it has the highest HP. Got no Snubber yet, that's really stupid of us. We should have put Snubber just now. If they play a Decidueye, we actually have to get knocked out though. Okay, we got a boss order, so that's it for them really. Yeah, we got a boss order, that's it. We're gonna put Crobat. Because we can't survive more than 50 HP. Yeah, that was really stupid. We should have put a Bomber Snow. I forgot Morpeko is only 50 HP. And they can actually use Decirai to snipe damage as well. So that's all for this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're signing up now. It's called the Infernal Hunger, featuring our Hoopa V from Fusion Strike and also the new Morpeko as well from Fusion Strike. Hoopa V doing 3 damage counter to Morpeko with your Shadow Impact, and also it's 2 types with your Two-Faced ability. You get to hit double the damage against Urshifu VMAX, against their Dragapult VMAX and all others, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, all other Psychic type Pokemons, Gardevoir VMAX as well. So Gardevoir is a Fairy type, so you can't actually do double damage to Gardevoir or Alcremie. But you can hit a lot of other Pokemon, Single Strike Urshifu as well. So you're doing double the damage for most VMAXs, a lot of meta VMAXs, and you're doing also that 3 damage counter on your Morpeko, helping you pile up enough damage counter to knock out any V card on your next turn. You at least get to knock out a V card with 240 damage. You have 8 damage counters on your Morpeko. So we just need to do Shadow Impact twice and 1 Old Cemetery. Place it at the right time to... Obviously, you need to kick out the path to the peak. That's why we need Stadium cards for this deck, because we need to be playing our Dire Flame Wings to be able to use our Energy Switch. So we have 3 copies of Energy Switch and 3 Alisas to fast charge our Hoopa V to be able to attack fast with our Shadow Impact, so that we get to place damage counter fast on our Morpeko V. And as I said, make sure you spread those damage to a lot of your Morpeko, 3 damage counter at a time. So don't collect too many damage counters on a single Morpeko, because they can just snipe damage with an Inteleon, with a Decidueye. If they snipe damage on your bench Morpeko, then that Morpeko is knocked out, and all of those damage counters that you worked so hard for is gone. So make sure you spread those damage counters around with your Shadow Impact, and then at the right time, use your Old Cemetery so that you get to pile extra 2 damage counter on your Morpeko, doing extra 60 damage with your Explosive Discontent, a very strong attack. So if you have a Cape of Toughness as well attached to your Morpeko, you have actually 150 HP. Having a Toughness boost means you actually get to add 100 HP up to 150, doing 300 plus damage if you have 14 damage counters on your Morpeko. So if you have 14, you actually do 420 damage. 420 damage is crazy, but if you can do, if all you need is like 10 damage counters on Morpeko for 300 damage counter, but obviously that's still not enough to knock out a VMAX. You need like 11 damage counters on your Morpeko. So if you can't do it in time, we only have that 1 Cape of Toughness, so we are not intending on a 1-hit knockout on any VMAXs. This deck is only tailored for 2-hit knockout. So we are doing a lot of damage, but not enough damage for a 1-hit knockout strategy. So we're trying to attack with our V card with a lot of damage, and also with our single price card later on in the game with the same amount of high damage. So if you have like 6 damage counters on it, you can do 200 plus damage already. If you have like 8 damage counter, 6 damage counter plus that 2 damage counter from Old Cemetery, you get to do 240 damage already, and that's enough to knock out a VMAX. Even if they heal with a Crystal Cave, or if they heal with a Pokemon Center Lady, Seabold, or Lucky Ice Pop, you can still knock out with a higher damage than your Hoopa V. It does higher damage as well. Higher damage as well than your Moltres, 190 damage only. We can also attack with Crobat and Moltres for this deck, because we're playing Darkness Energy. We're playing also our Fusion Strike Energy, 3 copies of Fusion Strike, 1 Hiding Energy for the switch, 9 copies of our basic Darkness Energy, because we needed to discard. We need to have it in the discard pile fast so that we get to use Dire Flame Wings to energy switch it to our Hoopa, and then we have 2 Capture Energy to summon our basic Pokemons, 2 Battle VIP passes, and 4 Quick Ball for the summon as well. We have 1 Boss Order, 2 Bird Keeper for the switch, 1 switch, 1 escape rope, and 1 Milo, 1 Alistair for the discard to discard our energy cards, 1 Milo, 1 Alistair, 3 Research, 2 Marnie, and 3 Elisa Sparkle, and also 1 Shauna for the support cards. We also have 1 Cape of Toughness, and our Quick Balls, Evolution Incense, only 2 Evolution Incense for a Bomber Snow. We don't really need to bring it out that early sometimes, but it's better to do it fast though. If you do it fast, you get to protect Morpeko from being knocked out by bench damage counters. If they do Dragapult VMAX, if they do Inteleon Quick Shooting, you can actually protect your Morpeko, have it survive a bit longer so they get to attack with it later on in the game with your Bomber Snow. So having more Evolution Incense is better, but we can only fit only 2 for this deck. I recommend for you to experiment on your own. The main strategy for this deck is basically just Hoopa and Morpeko. That's the only 2 main cards you need for this deck. But to fast charge our Hoopa, we have Moltres and Energy Switch. plus that Elisa Sparkle to attach that extra 2 energy cards in a single turn, so that we get to attack within 1 turn for that 3 energy attacking Shadow Impact attack cost, doing 170 damage and also 3 damage counter on your Morpeko. So obviously you need to bring out your bench Pokemon fast, that's why we have Capture Energy, because without your Morpeko on your bench, you're doing nothing with your Shadow Impact. You actually have to place 3 damage counter on non-Morpeko cards on your bench, or even on your Hoopa, on your active Hoopa. So we have also 1 gear in this deck to get out our Elisa Sparkle or any other support cards we need at the moment. We can't even get a Bird Keeper with our gear for the switch at the right time, and we can't even get Alistair to discard our energy cards and reattach it with Diaflame Wings Moltres. We can also attack with Moltres. It does more damage, but you have to do 30 damage to itself. You cannot actually select which Pokemon. As opposed to your Hoopa, you actually get to select whichever one of your Pokemon to place that 3 damage counters on. So Moltres is essentially the same thing as your single strike Gengar, doing 190 damage and placing 3 damage counters on itself with Pain Explosion, same damage, same attack cost as well. But it's a single strike Pokemon, that means you get to attach single strike. You get to single strike Roar and attach more single strike energy, doing more damage with your single strike Gengar. So basically that's it for this deck. We have 2 Crobettes for draw as well. So only 2 copies of our Abomasnow and Snubber, 3 copies of our main attacking cards, 3 Morpeko and 3 Hoopa V, only 2 Moltres as well because it's a supporting card, and 2 Crobat for the draw. So that's all for this deck. It's called Infernal Hunger. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, entertaining, and fulfilling in any way, we'll see you on the next episode. Have a nice day, and we're signing up now. Bye guys! Tune in for the next episode for more cool new combos featuring new cards from Fusion Strike. Pokemon Celebrations will feature old cards as well. This deck is featuring the new Fusion Strike, Morpeko, Hoopa V obviously, and also the old Evolving Skies Abomasnow. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're signing up now. Bye!